Welcome into Valley News Now. I'm Devin Fry. Today we have a very special guest joining us on the Valley News Now desk. Now, earlier today on Valley News Live, we reported on a man who was arrested by Fargo Police for possession of child sex materials, and they were pointed in that direction by a man with a YouTube channel who specializes in doing this around the country. Joining me right now, I believe the YouTube channel is pronounced JiDion. I should have double-checked that before we went live, but did I get that right, first of all?
Yeah.
Perfect. Awesome. I guess first of all, JiDion, kind of what can you tell us about this case and this incident, and just kind of what brought your attention to Fargo here?
Well, first thing, I want to give all glory and honor to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for protecting us on these dangerous, encounters, because, catching child predators is the most dangerous thing, because you could have a regular dude, but whenever he's backed up in a corner, there's no telling what he's going to do. But how we got to know about Jerry Shope is he had contacted our 12-year-old decoy on Facebook. And then he got her to go over to Telegram. And what was even weirder is he made a fake Telegram profile pretending to be the niece, like to encourage the 12-year-old decoy to actually get with him. So he was like, oh, you should really get with my uncle. He's a really good guy. So he was texting our decoy on both of these accounts. And then he started asking for, obviously sexual material. He started sending sexual material and everything. And kind of doing this, we know some of the people that we deal with. We kind of know beforehand that they might be in possession of child pornography. So when we went to go meet up with him, because he had set a date to meet our decoy, he ended up passing out and he didn't wake up. So we went to his house, and I eventually got him to wake up after knocking on his door. I told him that we just needed to talk about some chat logs and everything. I told him if that was cool with him, I let him know I wasn't a police or anything. We went outside, and while talking to him, he started to admit that he had received hundreds of files of child pornography. And he also admitted to even spending over $3,000 on gift cards to receive this child pornography. And he, with his permission, let me look at his phone, and I witnessed the child pornography for myself. So I just asked him politely to just set his phone down until, obviously the authorities arrived. But we didn't let him know, obviously, we were calling them. And when they came on scene and everything, we told them what was going on. And funny enough, two of the officers that responded actually watched our videos. And Jerry began spilling his guts out about everything. And he even showed the officers the child pornography on his phone. So that's what led to him being arrested that same day.
How far across the country has this job taken you? Obviously, Fargo, North Dakota, for a YouTube channel with millions of subscribers, you may not expect to see you at Fargo, North Dakota, but you can show up anywhere, it seems like.
Man, I've been all over the country in the weirdest spots. What was funny, me going to Fargo, I think I took about maybe 20 or 25 pictures with fans, and they all knew why I was there. But they were like, really? Here? But we've done operations all the way from Virginia all the way to Hawaii, so in between. So we've been all over the country. We now have arrests in 22 out of the 50 states. So we're trying to get all 50 states here soon. And this was my first ever stop in North Dakota. And I'm just so happy that it ended in an arrest.
I was going to ask kind of what it was like working with Fargo PD in this situation. Obviously, as you've gone across the country, you've had to have had different experiences with different law enforcement agencies. What was it like working with Fargo PD on this one?
Yeah, definitely. So when the two responding officers first came, they kind of let me know right away, like, hey, we've never had anything like this with an outside group. But they definitely were very responsive. They were very attentive, and they listened. I think that's the most important thing when it comes to stuff like this. When you get so far in your ego where it's like, I'm the cop, you're the citizen. We know we're citizens. All we're trying to do is contact law enforcement to let them know a crime is currently happening. We're not detaining the dude. I let the dude know multiple times he could leave whenever he wanted. All we want to do is make sure the cops know, hey, a crime is happening. And I can honestly say that the Fargo Police Department, they were very attentive. They listened, and then they were very proactive in asking him the right questions asking me the right questions so that they could ask him the right questions. And in about a 20-minute time frame, he was in cuffs and in the back of the squad car.
Is that a typical type of interaction that you tend to have with the local agencies?
So I would say about 70% of our interactions with law enforcement end in an arrest on scene. But then you have those times where, they might want to do some further research later and stuff. So that's obviously understandable. But then you have the times where the police officers completely just discredit everything that we're doing and they don't even care to even make a report about it. Dallas County. Yeah, that happens sometimes, but I'm very happy to say my first time in Fargo was a great one, and I think the people have a great police station over there.
We'll have to get you back here for a more calm reason next time.
Man, when it's warm, I'll be back up there. You see, I thought it was gonna be hot, so I only packed shorts and shirts. I got up there, it was like 50. I'm from Texas, so I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready.
I guess kind of my next question for this is more kind of broad about your line of work here. How did you get into this sort of field? It's obviously very specialized, very rare. How did you kind of settle on this for what you're doing across the country here?
Yeah, so in 2023, I gave my life to Christ, and I had already done pranks and stuff, and that's how I built my following. And I still wanted to continue doing YouTube, but I wanted to do something that would actually benefit society. And I had seen on YouTube a bunch of creators doing this, and it actually ended in an arrest and actually getting these dudes prosecuted. So when I saw that regular civilians could do this, I was like, man, I want to try doing this. So I made sure to hit up the best people that were doing this: Skeeter Jean, Alex Rosen, Oma, and I studied under them. I took notes, and then I started doing it myself. And we have been doing this full time for over a year now, and we have done over 100 operations. So, I mean, it's just been a blessing. And just the fact that I can not only entertain with the video, but also help societies by getting these monsters off the streets. It's just a huge win-win.
What's kind of your biggest message, going as you continue this this kind of mission here, as you mentioned, to get people off this off the streets? Kind of, what's your biggest message to those that may become targets in the future?
Yeah, my biggest message to those that are coming targets in the future, I'll just let you know this. Either you're going to be caught like a group like me, you're going to be caught by law enforcement, or you might get away with it in this life, but you're not going to get away with it in the next. And then also to parents, make sure you look at your child's devices. A lot of the people that we have caught, they confess to us how they've had victims before. And statistically speaking, child predators, whenever they're caught the first time, it's not their actual first time. Statistically speaking, it's said that they have at least 3 victims before that. So always look at your child's device. Always make sure who they're talking to. Always verify that that person is who they're saying they are, because we even have guys pretending to be children. Like, he was pretending to be his underage niece to convince the girl to go out with him. So these dudes will do anything. These people, it's not even just dudes. These people will do anything to get to children. And so parents need to do anything to protect their children.
When you mentioned the technology aspect, make sure your kids know what they're doing on their phones, things like that. With how much technology is spread, there are like 12-year-olds with the newest iPhone nowadays. Just kind of how impactful can that message be of just be aware of what your kids are doing on their phone? Is that kind of, maybe not even don't like hold them from the technology, but just be aware? Is that the kind of the biggest message there?
Yes. Be aware, be aware, be aware. I mean, we've cutting guys off of games like Roblox and stuff like that. There is no app out there that is safe for children, It doesn't matter what companies put in there to, try to protect children. The best way to protect them is a proactive parent. And you have to you got to strike before these predators strike, because they will strike. They want to prey on children. There's nothing that we can do to stop them from preying on children, but there's something we can do to help protect our children. So if every parent just looks at their child's phone and stuff like that, it would definitely help in catching these dudes even faster before they can have more victims.
Gotcha. Perfect. JiDion, that's all the time we have right now. Thank you so much for making some time for me. I truly appreciate it.
Thank Thank you guys for having me, man. I appreciate you.
All right, Matt, thank you very much. And thank you for joining us on this edition of Valley News Now. We will be right back with a little bit more on what we've been following in the newsroom tonight, plus VNL Sports Overtime today as well. If you missed that stream, be sure to tune in. Go back to our live feed from that earlier on our Facebook page or our streaming platforms. But for now, for Valley News Now, I'm Devin Fry.